Hello, my gorgeous Aries. Welcome to Amethyst Moon Tarot. Thank you all for being here today, for watching the videos. Thank you for all of your love, your support, your comments, your shares. Thank you to anybody who's bought me a coffee. All the interaction means the world to me, and just thank you. So if you are new here, welcome to the craziness that my readings can get to. Aries, this is your weekly reading for August 24th. Are they upside down? They're upside down. August 24th to August 30th. Just to give you an idea of what the universe feels you need to be most aware of for your week to come. Please remember that this is for all Aries watching. So if it doesn't quite resonate for you, it's okay. It could just be that it's not your message for this week. But maybe you'll still find something helpful here. So overall theme is the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. Okay, Aries, this is nice. This is starting something new, but it feels like it's just before you are actually starting. So maybe still planning, getting your ducks in a row, that type of thing. The blue flame is making me think of the pilot light, right? So the pilot light always makes sure that you're safe, that the gas doesn't go into the house, that type of thing. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting, but we're going to keep going with the tarot and get some clarity on this message. All right, so let's start this off. Hopefully everybody's had an amazing weekend so far, if this is actually your weekend, if you're the Monday to Friday type. If not, hopefully you're getting a great start to your week. All right, so universe for Aries, August 24th, present mindset, present situation. What is going on right now? We have got Ace of Pentacles. So again, this is I'm still getting the feeling of just before something starts, getting your ducks in a row, making your plans, putting everything together for a very, very specific goal. Okay, it feels like something in the real world, maybe building a business. We'll get some more here. All right, so let's get one for your past with regards to this situation. Okay, we've got the Eight of Wands. All right, interesting. Okay. Obstacles that you may be going through with regards to this situation. Obstacles. Queen of Wands. Okay. And the future with regards to this situation. Okay. Four of Swords. Ooh, that's a rest. Let's get one more for that. Can you clarify, please, universe? Four of Swords for the future. Okay. Four of Cups. Okay. All right. That's pretty clear. Thank you. All right. And what we don't see is the Page of Wands. Okay. All right. Let's go here. Yeah, so it feels like something that this is something you're doing on your own. Now, that's not to say you're not getting help for pieces of it. What is that movie? Blast from the Past, I believe. Alicia Silverstone and Brendan Fraser. The father in that planned for years to build a bunker, right? And never told anybody exactly what they were doing. So he did the majority of the work, but when he needed outside help, they only saw the piece that they needed to help with. He took care of the majority of it itself because he didn't really want anybody to know what he was building, right? And that's the feeling that I'm getting for you guys, is that you are trying to create something, starting something, building something that is for you. This is a passion for you, Okay. Again, it could be a passion project, it could be something at work, something in your community even. Um, but it's something that is going to make your future easier, I feel. Okay. Um, let's get a little bit more. You know what? I'm actually going to go with your obstacles first. Okay, Queen of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting this as competition. Okay. Um, could be someone you know. Could even be a naysayer, but it feels more like it's competition. Okay. So this could be somebody trying to distract you from whatever this is. This could be somebody just trying to derail your plans. I'm feeling um, with no vehemence, okay? This is somebody who really does have your best intentions. This is somebody who wants to protect you. It's kind of like um, if you were to tell your parents, I want to be a rock star or I want to be a professional um, soccer player. I want to be an actor, right? Those fields, if you're successful in them, can be amazing, but it's like 1% of the 1% who actually makes it big with that type of thing. Doesn't mean you're not the 1% of the 1%, but this is almost like a parent being extra protective. Maybe they tried it in the past and it didn't work out for them, and they just don't want you to go through the pain that they went through. Okay? This is a very beautiful person. Take their advice if you want. Take it maybe with a grain of salt, but it's just good intentions. I'm getting a positive feeling from this person. So whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is that you're building, whatever it is you're trying to do, they're not trying to deter you from this. They're not trying to stop you from doing this. Okay? What they're trying to do is just maybe make sure you have a backup plan. Make sure that you have enough money to start this, and enough money to cover your expenses before you actually kick this off, before you get rid of having like a normal job, if that's where it applies to you. You know what I mean? Um, but don't let their fear crowd you. Yeah, it's from experience and from fear, but it is truly with love. Okay? Your past. Okay. It feels like this huge pentacle that you are trying to accomplish. You've accomplished it in the past, but for somebody else. Okay. So let's say this is you trying to start your own business, and you have been an amazing employee in this industry. You have achieved some wonderful successes. You have no doubt about your abilities. Okay. And in the past, that you did this for someone else. So if it's a job, you were an employee rather than the proprietor. You were part of a team rather than the lead of the team, right? But this is energy. This is not something that it was a spur of the moment. Okay, that's what I'm getting. It's something that has had a lot of planning behind it. It may not seem like that to the people outside. It may seem that, you decided to do this last week. You didn't. You've been thinking about this for a long time. You've kept it to yourself. Okay. Um, but and temperance underneath. Okay. With the page of wands here, for what you don't see, It's almost like a new energy. Okay. All right, this is just an example, so plug it in where it belongs. But if we go with something that you're working on, something that was work related, you were always comfortable doing this for somebody else. You were always fine doing this for somebody else. You've always had success with it. So it wasn't like you were lacking anything. But it feels like you didn't really realize you could do this for yourself on your own. Okay. So let's say, I don't know why I'm thinking this, but let's say you're a lawyer and you were always perfectly fine working for someone else being a lawyer. And maybe, you're still a little young to start your own practice, but it feels like you've seen a better way to do things. You've seen just a different direction. And it's almost like nobody's ever seen this before. Nobody's ever seen this direction before. So you start your own law firm. You're still practicing law like it's meant to be practiced, but you're noticing where there's lack somewhere and you're filling in the gaps. It's you seeing what your predecessors haven't been able to see. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Sometimes my words do get jumbled. Okay, so for the future, Four of Swords and Four of Cups seems a little against the message that's been coming through. But the beauty with this Four of Cups in this deck is this person is paying attention to the gift that's been given to them, right? They acknowledge what's happened in the past. They're not ignoring what's new and concentrating on the old, concentrating on how it didn't work before. This one always feels like more of a lesson to me, right? I've had the cup spill in the past. I'm acknowledging how they've spilled, making sure that I'm not going to spill them again. And it feels like a helping hand that you're acknowledging. It feels like, again, it could be this person here, right? They're trying to do their best to help you accomplish this, but they have fears, they have worries. And that, you have fears, you have worries. This is a big deal. Whenever you start your own thing, your own business, a new career, whatever, there's always fears. But you're not letting that control you. You're acknowledging it and you're accepting it and you're doing what you can to move forward. Now with the Four of Swords, though, it feels like once you create this foundation, because this is a brand new venture, okay? And again, this could be your work, this could be a business that you're creating, this could be in the community. Plug it in where it belies, or where it belongs. Belies, I like that. Let's mix two words together, why not? But once you've got this foundation, it feels like this is the biggest step that you need to take, right? After this, you're still going to grow. There's still going to be tiny steps, but this is the biggest step that you're going to have to make. And once you create that solid base, that starting point, you're going to be able to calm down a little bit. You're not going to have to move so quickly. You're not going to have to you're not going to have to, I don't want to say listen, concentrate on what there is in the past. It feels like whatever new methodology you have, whatever new process you have is going to set you a very strong foundation. That huge first step is going to be a good first step because it's going to build the base. And you can rest. It won't be as stressful. There's not going to be any rest, especially if you're creating something on your own. It's just you won't have to work a 20-hour day. Maybe you'll have to work an 8-hour day, or maybe you won't have to run around all over the place to get everything put together, because once everything is set, after that it's just as you need it, you can go get it type of thing. Whatever this is, you are creating, building, working on a career advancement. Trust your gut on this, because this is feeling a lot like someone invented the car, right? Who was it? Ford? I don't know. But before that, people thought that was crazy, right? A vehicle that drives on wheels and drives itself and you don't need horses. That was thought of as maybe silliness or not going to take off or whatever it is. Again, the naysayers, right? And they're doing it for your best interest. They think they're doing it for your best interest. But you know the right path you need to take. You know the work that you need to do. You know that you have the passion, the energy, the drive to get this done. And I see a very successful week for you. For whatever it is that you are trying to build, whatever it is that you are trying to create, it's going to be a very successful week for you guys. And I just get a lot of positivity from this. I'm feeling a lot of positivity. So, Aries, you are, whatever you are creating, whatever you are planning, it's going to be absolutely right. So hopefully this helps you. I would love to hear your comments. I would love to know what it is you're working on. If you want to share, does this make sense to you? Does it not make sense to you? I would love your feedback on this. But if this resonates with you, if this is helpful, please hit that like button. Hit subscribe so you never miss your weekly readings. And if you would like a personal reading for more information about this, my contact information is in the description box below. So just reach out and I will get back to you with details regarding a personal reading. So my Aries, have a lovely week, and I'll see you guys all again soon. Hugs and kisses.